It's Tulip Mania, the oil crisis, and 2008 crash happening in Roblox right now. Hey, this is Coinrad, and today we're diving into how Roblox Grow a Garden accidentally recreated some of history's biggest market crashes. Buckle up, it's wild. If you've somehow missed it, Roblox is a massive game platform where millions trade, build, and sometimes even make real money. And right now, a game called Grow a Garden is exploding in popularity. Think Minecraft meets stock market mania meets your grandma's gardening hobby. Virtual carrots, pixel cucumbers, all sparking chaos that feels way too familiar. Let's start with the granddaddy of economic crazes, Tulip Mania, the 17th century Dutch bubble. Back then, people started paying insane prices for tulip bulbs. I'm talking the price of a luxury house for a single tulip bulb. Ridiculous? Absolutely. Fast forward almost 400 years, and we've got Roblox players paying ludicrous prices, in-game currency of course, but hey, it feels real enough, for rare seeds and virtual pets. When a new rare item drops, it sparks absolute frenzy. Players stockpile, hoard, and speculate, driving prices sky high. And then, you guessed it, the bubble bursts. Prices collapse, players lose their in-game fortunes overnight, and chaos ensues. Tulips, seeds, pixels, apparently humans never learn. Let's put this into perspective. During Tulip Mania, a single bulb could fetch around 5,000 guilders. Today, that's roughly 500,000 US dollars. Meanwhile, in Roblox, certain rare seeds or virtual eggs can cost players billions of in-game dollars, representing weeks or even months of gameplay. Sure, it's digital, but to these players, that's real time, real effort, and real emotion. And just like the Dutch traders, Roblox players weren't driven purely by greed. It's the fear of missing out, FOMO, that makes the bubble inflate faster than your crypto enthusiast cousin's hopes. Speaking of FOMO, let's talk about another real-world phenomenon mirrored by Roblox: artificial scarcity and panic buying. In the 1970s, the oil crisis saw panic buyers emptying gas stations, causing shortages and soaring prices. Turns out Roblox players do the same thing, creating artificial shortages by hoarding and panic buying virtual seeds and items. Players strategically buy out entire shops of rare seeds, waiting for the prices to spike before dumping them on desperate buyers. It's ruthless capitalism, just with cuter graphics and fewer environmental impacts. Who knew Roblox was secretly teaching market manipulation tactics? If you're thinking this sounds like a miniature GameStop short squeeze, you're dead on. Remember when Reddit users sent GameStop stock to the moon, squeezing out professional Wall Street traders? Roblox players pull similar stunts regularly, organizing through Discord servers, Reddit communities, and TikTok hashtags to drive virtual prices up or down. The power of collective action doesn't stop at Wall Street. It extends right into your kid's favorite video game. Another fascinating economic phenomenon mirrored in Roblox is out-of-control inflation. In 1920s Germany, hyperinflation got so severe that people needed wheelbarrows full of cash just to buy basic groceries. Money became almost worthless overnight. Believe it or not, Roblox players sometimes experience a similar issue. When players discover glitches or exploits, flooding the game economy with virtual currency, prices can spike to absurd levels almost instantly. Suddenly, an item that cost 100,000 game bucks yesterday might cost 10 million today. This rapid inflation wipes out savings, ruins strategies, and causes widespread confusion. It's exactly what economists warn about in the real world when governments recklessly print money. Too much currency chasing too few goods spells disaster. Players quickly learn firsthand why stable economies are critical, and what happens when trust in a currency collapses. And just when you think it can't get worse, enter real estate. The same boom and bust pattern shows up again, this time in the form of garden plots and virtual homes. It's eerily similar to the housing bubble that rocked the real world in 2008. Back then, real estate was booming, banks handed out mortgages like candy, and everyone believed home prices could only go up. Spoiler alert, they didn't. When the bubble burst, millions lost their homes, and the economy spiraled into crisis. In Roblox's Grow a Garden, players sometimes invest heavily in virtual real estate, garden plots and homes, that promise big returns as property values rise within the game. Much like over-leveraged home buyers in the mid-2000s, Roblox players take massive risks, pouring countless hours and resources into property speculation. And just like in real life, when the Roblox market inevitably corrects itself, many see their virtual fortunes vanish overnight. This similarity reveals another fundamental economic lesson. Leveraging assets excessively, assuming they'll always increase in value, is a recipe for disaster, whether it's physical houses or pixelated gardens. The Roblox economy might seem simple and innocent on the surface, but players are unknowingly participating in sophisticated economic behaviors that mirror real-world financial crises. It's a stark reminder that unchecked optimism and blind faith in ever-rising markets can lead to catastrophic outcomes, no matter if you're dealing with brick-and-mortar houses or digital landscapes. Now, here's where it gets even more fascinating: the psychology behind it all. Economics isn't really about money. It's about human behavior. Panic, greed, hope, fear. These universal emotions shape every financial bubble. Roblox GAG's economy showcases these perfectly. Players panic buy seeds, just like people panic buy toilet paper during a pandemic. They sell off assets in mass hysteria when rumors spread. Every virtual economic crash on Roblox is a microcosm of real-world market psychology. And what happens when Roblox's economy collapses? Players complain, protests break out on forums, YouTube videos erupt with angry commentary. It's a digital replay of every historical financial crash ever, from the Great Depression to the 2008 housing crisis. Of course, the stakes aren't quite as high, but tell that to the player who spent 100 hours gathering rare seeds only to see their value vanish overnight. It's not just fun and games, okay, technically it is, but the emotions are entirely real. And that's exactly what makes it such a fascinating lesson in economic history. Here's the best part. Most Roblox players probably have no idea they're acting out classic economic scenarios. They're just trading seeds and pets, trying to build the coolest garden or flex the rarest item. But inadvertently, they're learning supply and demand, speculation, scarcity, inflation, and even market manipulation. Concepts that economists spend years trying to teach in dry lectures. Roblox, unintentionally or not, might be creating the next generation of financially savvy adults. Or perhaps it's just training millions of kids to gamble on digital seeds and virtual eggs. Let's hope for the former. So, what can we learn from Roblox's accidental economic lessons? First off, history repeats itself, even digitally. Tulip bulbs, oil barrels, GameStop stocks, digital seeds. It's all the same human story repeating itself in different ways. Second, Roblox and similar virtual worlds aren't just kids' games. They're intricate economies reflecting real-world financial truths. Economists, teachers, and parents could actually leverage these games to teach financial literacy in a far more engaging way than traditional methods. Finally, and perhaps most importantly, this is a reminder that beneath every economic system, real or virtual, lies human psychology. Greed and fear drive markets as much today as they did in the 17th century, and probably always will. So next time your kid or friend talks about Roblox seeds, pets, or in-game riches, pay attention. They might just be giving you a live demo of economic history. And who knows? Maybe the next Warren Buffett or John Maynard Keynes is currently planting digital carrots. This is Coinrad, and if you liked this, hit that subscribe button. There's plenty more economic weirdness, history, and money madness where that came from.